Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I do these videos just to educate women more on their health, their hormones, their body, nutrition, so you can learn what to do to align with your hormones so that you make progress towards your goals every single day and you're not stuck and frustrated anymore. So when your body functions better, you feel better. A lot of the information that I talk about is in my book, The Female Fat Solution, which is on Amazon. It's a #1 new release and a bestseller. I also have a podcast, The Female Health Solution, which is on All Places Podcast. And I do have a YouTube channel, which is Dr. Beth Westy. So subscribe to it. So as soon as I upload a new video, you get notified right away. So you stay up on all the newest, latest, greatest information about women's health that comes out. Now, when talking about intermittent fasting, and I wanted to do a little segment here on this because a lot of people talk about intermittent fasting. It's so fantastic. It's so wonderful, but it is not for everybody, right? And it might not even be for this time of life or phase of life that you're in right now. So especially for women, if our bodies are too stressed out or we add in things that we're not ready for, then it's actually going to be worse for us than beneficial for intermittent fasting. Now there's a lot of different schedules of it, different types of it, right? Which I can get into later. Or if you have questions, let me know what your questions are. And I'll put a link below, actually, this video of a intermittent fasting tips for women that you can click and download, totally free, just a way for you to get info on how to intermittent fast better and get faster results for the female body. But some tips here on when to not intermittent fast, because not a lot of people talk about this. So first thing here is that if you are preggers, if you're pregnant, right? You know, working with fertility is one thing, right? And sometimes I will talk about intermittent fasting to get your hormones reset, everything else. But if you become pregnant, please stop intermittent fasting. Like, this is a totally different phase of life to be in. This is not when you want to be restricting or depleting or anything. This is time to fuel and to feed your body. It's gonna need all hands on deck in terms of resources and nutrition. All hands on deck. Boom. Okay, so another thing too is if you're sick. If you have a fasting day planned, or if you're doing a specific schedule and you get sick, and this can be from, oh my gosh, I've got a cold, or if you've got a fever, or if you get the flu, or if you get, hi Melody, or like if you have bronchitis or something like that, or say you have food poisoning and terrible diarrhea, whatever it may be. If you're sick, please don't intermittent fast. Again, your body is trying to come back, trying to come out of a depleted state. Intermittent fasting, when done correctly, is fantastic, but if not done correctly, it will actually send you into further depletion. So, pregnant and sick, please don't intermittent fast. Another thing to really assess for yourself and be really honest with yourself too, is if you're stressed and or exhausted. This is also not a time to intermittent fast. Yes. Melody, you were planning to fast today, but sick instead. My body is doing its own cleanse. Yes, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you are already sick, this is not a time to really try and force your system to do something, right? Like just, hi Donna, hello. Yeah, so if you're really stressed out, like say something happens, say, if you even getting injured, that can be something there too. Sarah, I feel like I'm always exhausted. Ooh, okay, then we need to have a conversation because that's a little different. But this is where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out. I don't know what to do. Hi, Stephanie. I'm not sure what to do next. I'm like freaking out. Stuff hit the fan. Holy cow. Right? That's not a place you want to be just forcing your system through an intermittent fast. You're not going to have the right result. If you're exhausted, right? And sometimes these go hand in hand. This is, holy cow, I'm totally depleted. Holy cow, I am wiped out, right? And there are some days where I get like this. If I am burning the candle at both ends and then I go to football practice and it's late and stuff and I'm like, holy cow, I'm just trying to recover quick enough, right? Too exhausting to really do another fast again. Right, so make sure your body is rested, everything else. So there's, again, in the tips that I'll put below, so make sure you click that link, download that free guide that I have for you. You will want the tips for intermittent fasting for women specifically to get the most out of your intermittent fasting experience. So stressed, exhausted, take a break from it, do not do it that day, that type of a thing. Or if you're too active. Now, a lot of women might think, well, is there such a thing as being too active? Yes, there is, right? So, and this can depend on per person basis, but these are the things that I can help you navigate. Is this right for you? What schedule's right for you? What's going to be the right type for you? So I play women's football, right? Full tackle football. And with the schedule that I have preseason going into my season, it's actually really hard for me to do the same type of intermittent fasting I do when I'm not in season. I use different intermittent fasting techniques and schedules during different times of the year, depending on whether or not I'm in season and what I'm training for. Because when I am in full blown like football season, you know, getting to practice and games and the amount of energy that I need to train still in between, I'm consuming at least a minimum of 3,500 calories a day. I have to. Otherwise, I don't have the energy. I have to. And if I do a certain type of fasting, I actually don't have the energy to really recover from my workouts the next day. It's just because I'm in season, right? Now, when I'm done with my season, I go through a whole rebuild phase, and that looks very different. But this is one of those things that really examine, what are you training for? What are you doing? If you are training for a marathon or something like that, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have this intense 6 weeks training schedule, all these other things, should I do fasting at that time? It might not be a right time for you, right? So again, click that link and download those free tips that I have for females to intermittent fast the best. And so that's going to be one of those things too, is that if you're too active, and this can be a per person basis too, just because for what I do and what I have on my schedule that I'm shifting my intermittent fasting, you may have a better time with it. Again, it's different per person, but something to assess for you. And like I said, I have that free guide that you can download just to make sure you're making a good decision or trying something that's going to work best for you. Elodie's saying, you tried to intermittent fast in the past. You spent my time drinking coffee to forget the hunger. Ooh, see, okay, the tips that I have, if you are super, super hungry going through an intermittent fast, you're not doing it right. You're doing it the way a man does intermittent fasting, not the way women should do intermittent fasting. Because for women, it's really, really stressful on your body, which increases cortisol, which kicks off fat storing more if you are just famished all day. So in this guide that I'll put the link below this video, you can download the top tips for women to intermittent fast correctly so you're not experiencing that. Ooh, that's a really good comment though. Sarah, you did just find out you're vitamin D deficient. Well, there it is, Sarah. That's, yes. Yes, so that's one of the things. So intermittent fasting, right? If you're already vitamin D deficient and you're like, oh, I'm trying to get more energy, and people said they get more energy with fasting, is that a good thing for you to try right now? Probably not, right? Probably not. Get that nutrient in your body first. Fuel your body first. And vitamin D deficiency is also really, really common. So keep fueling your body correctly. My lashes look bomb. Oh, thank you. Yay. Yes. Hi, Joessa. Oh my God, Joessa. I love her videos too. If you're not following Joessa, you should, because she has the most adorable videos. So she like makes dinner with her daughter and her daughter steals the show all the time. I love it. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll put links below. You can schedule a call. You can download this free guide that I have. And I have tons of info out there, again, for women. My mission is just to educate women more on how their bodies function so you can take steps to feel better every day and get to your goals and keep them. All right, so that's what I got. Everybody have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later.